Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a silent process happening inside your arteries that in 72 hours could leave you completely unable to have an erection. And the worst part is that you feel absolutely nothing while it's happening. No pain, no warning, just that day when you try and it simply doesn't work anymore. And when that happens, it's already too late. But is there something the pharmaceutical industry has been hiding from you for decades? Because if every man over 60 knew about this, they would lose billions in drug sales. I'm Dr. Natalia Castro, and what I'm about to reveal in the next few minutes could save your sex life before this silent collapse hits you for good. What's killing your erection isn't age, it's an invisible chemical cascade that starts the exact moment you stop consuming three specific foods. And when I say specific, I'm not talking about expensive supplements or secret formulas. I'm talking about three common fruits that you pass by every day in the supermarket without giving them any value. But here's the shock. When you stop consuming these three fruits for more than 30 days in a row, something catastrophic happens in your body. Your arteries start to harden millimeter by millimeter. Your testosterone production drops 40% in less than 2 months, and your cells literally stop generating enough energy for anything. It's a 3-stage simultaneous collapse that leads you straight to permanent impotence. And no one warns you about this, not your doctor, not the labs, no one, because there's no profit in teaching you how to reverse it naturally. The profit is in keeping you dependent on blue pills for the rest of your life. Let me show you what happened to Augusto. He came to my office in Sao Paulo at 69 years old, a successful businessman his whole life, always took care of himself, always active. But when he sat in front of me, he said something that shocked me. "Doctor, it's been 6 months since I could get an erection, not even in the morning, not with stimulation, nothing. It's like that part of me has died completely." His voice trembled when he said that. He thought he had reached the end, that there was no turning back. But when I saw his tests, I discovered something terrifying. Augusto's body wasn't broken. It was being slowly killed by specific nutritional deficiencies he didn't even know he had. 3 critical deficiencies that were literally closing his arteries, destroying his testosterone, and shutting down his cells one by one. And when I identified exactly what was missing and corrected it in just 21 days, the transformation was so dramatic that even I was impressed. But before I tell you what I did with him, you need to understand exactly what's happening inside your body right now. Because if you're over 60 and in the last few months you've noticed that morning erections have disappeared, that your energy plummets in the middle of the afternoon, that you no longer feel that desire you used to have, then this triple collapse has already started in you. And every day that passes without doing anything, it advances another step. First, your arteries. After 60, your blood vessels start to lose that magical molecule called nitric oxide. It's nitric oxide that keeps your arteries flexible, open, pulsing with force. When it disappears, your arteries become rigid like old pipes. Blood no longer flows with the same pressure. And without adequate blood pressure reaching the right place, there's no erection. Simple as that, but the problem doesn't stop there. Second, your testosterone. Every year after 50, you lose between 1% and 2% of your natural testosterone production. Seems small? By 60, you've already lost at least 20% of what you had. By 70, you might have lost more than 40%. And testosterone isn't just libido, it's muscle strength, energy, confidence, drive. When it plummets, you don't just lose the desire for sex, you lose the desire to live with intensity. Third, your cellular energy. Inside every cell in your body are tiny power plants called mitochondria. They produce ATP, the fuel that keeps you alive, alert, active. But after 60, your mitochondria start to fail, producing less energy, and you feel it as chronic fatigue. That feeling of waking up already exhausted, dragging your body through the day. And here's what almost no one explains to you. These three problems don't happen separately. They feed off each other. Less nitric oxide means less circulation. Less circulation means less oxygen in the tissues. Less oxygen means a drop in testosterone. Less testosterone means less cellular energy. And less cellular energy means your entire metabolism collapses. It's a downward spiral that only gets worse over time. And the worst of all is that it happens silently. You don't notice until the day you try to have an erection and it simply doesn't happen. Until the day you look in the mirror and no longer recognize the man reflected there. Now, let me tell you something that completely changed the way I treat this problem. 3 years ago, a Spanish colleague sent me a study that had just been published. The study followed 200 men between 65 and 75 years old for 6 months. Half of them received conventional medications for erectile dysfunction. The other half received a specific combination of 3 fruits consumed daily. Nothing more, just 3 fruits. At the end of the 6 months, the group that consumed the fruits had results identical to the group that took medications. Same improvement in erectile function, same reported sexual satisfaction, but with a brutal difference. The fruit group also reported improvements in energy, drive, sleep quality, blood pressure, while the medication group reported side effects like headaches, dizziness, digestive problems. When I read that, I thought, this needs to reach my patients. And I started testing it first with Augusto, then with dozens of other men. And the results were so consistent that today this has become my main protocol for any man over 60 who comes in with complaints of erectile dysfunction or loss of vitality. Comment below where you're watching from, because I know there are men all over Brazil going through this right now and thinking there's no solution. Now I'm going to reveal these 3 fruits to you. But first you need to understand one thing. It's not just about consuming these fruits. It's about consuming them in the right dose at the right time of day and in the right combination. Because when you do it correctly, they create a synergistic effect that's much more powerful than the sum of the parts. It's like they talk to each other inside your body, enhancing each other's effects. The first fruit is red, full of seeds that look like rubies, and has been considered a symbol of male virility since ancient times. Cultures like the Greeks, Persians, Egyptians all revered this fruit as a source of masculine power. They didn't know the science behind it, but they were absolutely right. I'm talking about the pomegranate. The pomegranate is a bomb of polyphenols, specifically a type of polyphenol called punicolagon, which has the unique ability to force your arteries to produce more nitric oxide. Remember I told you that nitric oxide is the molecule that keeps your arteries open and flexible? The pomegranate literally forces your body to manufacture more of it. It's like it unlocks the floodgates of your circulatory system all at once. And when that happens, blood starts flowing with pressure again. Your extremities get warmer, your energy improves, and yes, your ability to have firm and lasting erections is restored. But there's more. The pomegranate also has a direct protective effect on your prostate. It reduces prostate inflammation, decreases oxidative stress that's damaging your cells every day, and helps control those frequent trips to the bathroom that interrupt your sleep every night. In a study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research, men between 65 and 75 years old who consumed 240 ml of pure pomegranate juice every day for just 2 weeks reported significant improvement in erection quality. 2 weeks, 14 days of a simple fruit. When Augusto started drinking pure pomegranate juice every day, he called me a week later. Doctor, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I woke up today with a morning erection. It's been months since that happened. 2 weeks later, he came back to the office and the change was visible. His posture was different. His voice sounded firmer. His eyes had a sparkle I hadn't seen in the first consultation. He didn't need to say anything. I saw that something fundamental had returned. But pomegranate alone only solves the first part of the problem. It opens your arteries, restores circulation, improves blood flow. But if your testosterone remains low, if your hormone levels keep dropping month after month, you'll still be fighting with one hand tied behind your back. And that's where the second fruit comes in, one you probably have in your kitchen right now. And that has a silent power to reactivate your natural hormone production. Testosterone isn't just a number on a blood test, it's what makes you wake up in the morning with purpose. It's the firmness in your voice, the strength in your muscles, the fire in your eyes, the desire for your partner. When your testosterone is high, you feel capable, confident, virile. When it falls, you don't just lose libido, you lose part of your identity as a man. And here's the truth that almost no one tells you. Your body still has the capacity to produce testosterone at healthy levels after 60, but it needs the right raw materials, specific fats, essential minerals, and vitamins that suppress cortisol. That stress hormone that's killing your hormone production every day. And there's a green, creamy fruit that delivers exactly this perfect combination. I'm talking about the avocado. Yes, that common avocado you eat with salt, thinking it's just a salad. But avocado is much more than that. It's a natural hormone activator. Let me tell you about Fernando. He came to the office in Porto Alegre at 67 years old, completely without energy, muscle mass melting away, zero libido, testosterone at critical levels on the tests. He told me he hadn't felt desire for his wife in months, that he felt ashamed, incomplete. I could have sent him straight to synthetic hormone replacement therapy, but before that, I gave him a simple instruction. Fernando, eat half an avocado every day without fail for 3 weeks. He looked at me like I was crazy, but he agreed to try. 3 weeks later, when he came back, the transformation was visible. He had regained muscle mass, energy had returned, and when we redid the tests, his testosterone had risen naturally, without any synthetic medication, without any injection. How is this possible? Avocado is full of monounsaturated fats, the same type of fat that makes up 60% of your brain, and that your body uses as raw material to manufacture hormones. It's also rich in magnesium and zinc, two minerals that are essential cofactors in testosterone production, and has high doses of vitamin B6, which has the specific function of suppressing cortisol. When you consume avocado daily, you send a clear message to your body. Here are the materials you need. Now produce more testosterone. And your body responds. But there's still one critical piece missing because you could have the cleanest arteries in the world and perfect hormone levels, but if you don't have cellular energy, if your mitochondria aren't producing enough fuel, you'll still feel drained, sluggish, without drive for anything. And that's where the third fruit comes in, the most underestimated of all and perhaps the most essential. Most men after 60 wake up already exhausted, open their eyes, and the first sensation is heaviness. Then comes the afternoon, that time between 3 and 4 p.m., when energy simply evaporates. Have you been through this? It's not a coincidence. It's that your cells aren't getting the fuel they need to function. And a yellow, simple, cheap fruit can completely change that. I'm talking about the banana, I know what you're thinking, banana, just that. But let me explain why this fruit that seems so common can transform your entire day. I met Jose, a retired teacher, 71 years old, in Belo Horizonte. He arrived practically dragging himself. Doctor, I wake up tired, spend the whole day without energy, and go to sleep exhausted. I can't take this feeling anymore. I asked about his diet. I discovered he skipped breakfast almost every day. There was the mistake. I gave him a very specific instruction. Jose, every morning without fail, a banana with a spoonful of peanut butter. Nothing more, just that. A week later, he called me surprised. Doctor, I don't know how to explain it, but I have energy again. It's not that nervous energy that caffeine gives, it's clean energy that lasts all day. The banana is a portable power plant. It has potassium, a mineral that most men your age are deficient in, and that's absolutely critical for cardiovascular function and muscle energy. It has magnesium that feeds your mitochondria. It has B complex vitamins that your brain needs to stay alert and focused. But most importantly, the banana doesn't just give you quick energy, it gives you sustained and stable energy. Unlike coffee, which gives you an artificial peak followed by a brutal crash, the banana releases its energy gradually, keeping your glucose level stable for hours. You don't have that energy crash in the middle of the afternoon, and the potassium has another vital function. It protects your arteries, helps keep your blood pressure controlled, and reduces the risk of cardiovascular events. Jose didn't do anything revolutionary. He just added a banana every morning. 3 weeks later, his wife called me to thank me. She said she had her husband back, that he was more willing, more present, more alive. Now here's where it all connects. I told you about 3 fruits that act on different systems in your body. The pomegranate unlocks your arteries and restores circulation. The avocado reactivates your testosterone production. The banana fuels your cells with clean, constant energy. But what most men never discover is what happens when you combine these 3 fruits consistently every day without fail. They create a devastating synergistic effect. The pomegranate opens the roads in your body, allowing more nutrients to reach every cell. The avocado provides the raw materials for hormone production. The banana keeps your energy level stable all the time. Together, they form the perfect triangle of male vitality: circulation, hormones, and energy. The 3 pillars that determine whether you'll live your next years with strength or slowly wither away. Carlos, a 68-year-old lawyer, summed it up perfectly after a month following the protocol. Doctor, it's not that I went back to being 30, it's that I feel whole again. My body remembers how to be a man's body. It's not about going back to 30, it's about being the best version of yourself now, at your age, with all the wisdom you've accumulated, but with the vitality you deserve. When your circulation improves, when your testosterone rises, when your energy stabilizes, something profound changes in you. Your posture becomes more upright, your voice sounds more confident, your mind becomes clearer. And yes, that spark in your intimate life reignites. But let me be completely honest with you. I've seen hundreds of transformation cases following this protocol, but I've also seen men who tried and got no results at all. And the difference always comes down to one thing: consistency. These fruits aren't magic pills that work with one dose. They're tools your body uses to rebuild itself day by day, cell by cell. If you consume for a week and give up, you won't see anything. But if you commit to integrating this into your daily routine, if you treat it as a priority, prepare for a transformation that goes far beyond sexual function. Your energy will change, your mood will change, your zest for life will change. And because I know consistency is the biggest obstacle, I've prepared something that will make it much easier for you to follow this protocol exactly as it should be done. It's a complete medical guide where I explain step by step how to consume these three fruits for maximum results. What's the exact dose you need based on your age and physical condition? At what time of day should you consume each one to enhance the effect? What common mistakes do you need to avoid that could completely ruin the benefits? And what other simple strategies can you combine with these fruits to multiply the results exponentially? This guide is called the Medical Guide to Avoid the Mistakes That Damage the Prostate After 60. And in it, you won't just find the complete protocol for the three fruits. It has vital information on how to truly protect your prostate, how to keep your hormones balanced without medications, and how to ensure your vitality keeps growing month after month, year after year. The link is in the video description. It won't cost you anything, but it will require you to make the decision to do something different. Now, let me give you a specific and detailed action plan for the next 7 days. This is important because many men try to do everything at once and end up giving up. So let's go step by step. Days 1 and 2. Focus exclusively on the banana. Consume it in the morning right after waking up with a bit of peanut or almond butter. This will establish a base of stable energy and prepare your body for the next step. Days 3 and 4. Keep the morning banana and add 180 ml of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice mid-morning around 10 a.m. This will start restoring your circulation and opening your arteries. Days 5, 6, and 7. Keep the previous two and add half an avocado to your main meal, whether lunch with scrambled eggs or in a salad. This will activate your hormone production. After the first full week, if you follow the protocol religiously, you'll start noticing changes. In the first week, expect more stable energy throughout the day. In the second week, many men report better circulation, warmer extremities, and for some, the return of morning erections, which is an excellent sign that your vascular system is responding. Between the third and fourth week, the deepest changes happen. Better physical endurance, return of libido, and a general sense of well-being you haven't felt in years. But listen carefully to what I'm about to say. You'll encounter obstacles. There will be days you forget, days you don't feel like it, days you think it's not working. Those are exactly the days that separate the men who transform their health from those who keep complaining without doing anything. In those moments, you need to remember why you started. You need to remember how you're feeling now. And you need to ask yourself if you want to feel this way in a year, in 5 years. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s fully recover their vitality following this protocol. It's not about age, it's about giving your body what it needs. Your body wants to be strong, wants to have energy, wants to function perfectly. It just needs your cooperation. And that cooperation starts tomorrow morning with a simple banana, then continues with pomegranate juice, and completes with avocado. 3 simple fruits that together have the power to return your vitality, your energy, your confidence, your strength as a man. I've been working in men's health for over 25 years. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Aging doesn't destroy a man. Resignation does. Many men accept decline as inevitable, as if reaching a certain age means giving up on feeling alive, giving up on feeling capable, giving up on feeling desired. But that's a lie society sold you. Your body was biologically designed to continue functioning with vitality well beyond 60, 70, 80 years. But it needs support, the right nutrients, consistency, and for you to believe that transformation is still possible. If you decide today that you deserve to feel better, that you deserve energy, that you deserve to enjoy your life without physical limitations, then everything I've shared here will become your new reality. I've seen the transformation happen in the eyes of hundreds of men. That spark that reignites when they realize not everything is lost, that there's still time, that it's still possible. Augusto, Fernando, Jose, Carlos, all arrived feeling defeated, invisible, finished, and all left months later completely renewed, not because we did something extraordinary or miraculous, but because we gave their bodies the simple, natural tools they needed. The pomegranate opens the floodgates of your circulation. The avocado rekindles the hormonal fire within you. The banana fuels every cell with clean energy. Together, these three fruits not only change your biology, they change how you feel when you wake up, how you walk around the house, how you talk to your partner, how you see yourself in the mirror, how you feel being a man. You don't need to chase lost youth. You need to reclaim the vitality that's still yours by right. And that vitality is waiting for you in the simple decisions you make every day. Decisions about what you put on your plate. Decisions about whether you give up or keep fighting. Decisions about whether you accept, decline, passively, or fight for something better. When that determination meets the right tools, the result is inevitable. Your energy returns, your confidence rebuilds, your body responds, and suddenly you realize that the best years of your life aren't in the past. They're right here in the present, waiting for you to reclaim them. Are you ready to stop being a spectator of your own decline and become the protagonist of your recovery? Because if the answer is yes, then your first step is to go to the supermarket tomorrow morning and buy 3 things: pomegranate, avocado, banana. Your second step is to consume them every day without fail. And your third step is to watch how your body starts transforming week after week, month after month. It won't be instantaneous, but it will be real. It won't be magical, but it will be profound. It won't be easy, but it will be worth every day of effort. If this message resonated with you, if something inside you lit up while watching, then that's your intuition telling you it's time to do something different. Don't ignore that voice. Don't put it off another day. Don't let another week pass feeling like your best version is behind you. Your best version is right in front of you, waiting for you to make the right decision. It all starts with 3 fruits and a real commitment to yourself. If you truly value your health and vitality, subscribe to this channel now, because I'll keep sharing information that can literally change your life. Give a like if this content was valuable to you, and write in the comments which of these 3 fruits you're going to try first. Your response might inspire another man going through exactly the same thing as you. See you in the next video.